This research explores the agreement and disagreements regarding the future of Latin American cities, a prospective exercise focused on the pandemic and its local effects on urban spaces. It considers the opinion of urban planning experts residing in the region because the appraisals manifest the post-pandemic discourse. However, the intention is not to find the generality, but to value the divergent opinions. In these ways, the idea of an homogeneous territory, commonly called Latin America, is questioned. Based on interviews and questionnaires, it identifies frequent themes, and then assessing the level of consensus among the participants, who come from different places. The technique chosen was the Delphi Method, a procedure that combines qualitative and quantitative analysis to obtain agreements related to a common issue. Despite the age of this method, it maintains validity as a tool for trend analysis, especially when dealing with phenomena in process or lacking information to perform advanced calculations. The opinion of experts in the field encourages the debate of the factor to change capable of driving future events. This is a prospective study of a mixed nature focused on urban transformation in Latin America during the pandemic. It employs the Delphi method of consensus building to assess the experts' opinions on the urban trends visible in the region of the world. Complementarily, the research used predictive methods based on of autonomous learning algorithms, which are cross-checked with the conclusion found in the first interpretative phase. The main objective is identifying trends of change in post-pandemic. For the panel, it contacted professionals and researchers in urban issues from different Latin American countries. After searching for profiles through academic repositories, subsequently it communicated to candidates via email to request their participation. The selection criteria were academic publication, teaching experience, and professional practice in urban planning. Initially, 32 panelists participated in the individual interviews. It subsequently reduced this number to 26, and finally to 25 in the final round, or consensus. It should be noted that it guaranteed diversity in terms or place of origins, a key factor in forming a global Latin America panorama. Countries like Peru, Mexico, Colombia, Chile, Brazil, and Argentina. It developed the study remotely, using various digital tools. Email was the main tool used to initiate communication with the panelists, the interviews, and later helped to maintain contact during the rounds of questionnaire. Initially, it developed brief meeting through video conferencing, while the second phase, questionnaire, it used the Google Form application exclusively. To point out that is this facilitate response proceeding during the study. Subsequently, it used data mining method to process the information. Free software or data mining specialized in predictive algorithms stand out. For this purpose, it built a database for successive response of the panelists, which were subsequently transferred to the software. It automatically executes algorithms and then compares in a confusion matrix, where it has shown the different probabilities of agreement or disagreement. Results reinforce the idea of Latin America as a complex and asymmetric region, a condition that makes it difficult to build an homogeneous discourse. Examination for the urban effects of the pandemic reveals its asymmetrical impact on both territories and cities. Visions of the post-pandemic city are pessimistic because widespread uncertainty uncovered pre-existing dysfunctionalities on urban risk factors. However, it has gradually diluted its renewing effect. The increase in inequality, a direct effect of the pandemic, became the dominant narrative both in Latin America and globally. Opinions analysts emphasize the inaction of local governments because the measures applied in Latin American cities had a slight impact on pandemic progress. In other words, they did not manage to mitigate the emergency effects, nor did they address pre-existing problems such as the deficit of public spaces, public transportation, and housing. Not all conclusions are negative; there is a tendency to recognize that we are witnessing a new normality in general terms and a new urbanity in specific terms. In other words, conditions imposed by the pandemic are leading to new modes of coexistence, if it maintained, could significantly transform our cities. Conclusions: Pandemic has exposed existing urban issues while consolidating an idea of an alternative future. Its urban effects are not entirely clear and vary significantly from one city to another. Therefore, it is impossible to construct a single narrative about the post-pandemic future. The new urban normality has no clear form. However, it's possible to connect it with virtually and all its implications in the future. In summary, the urban panorama in Latin America is not optimistic. Nevertheless, there is growing interest in specific urban issues such as transportation, housing, and public space. This can mobilize diverse social actors and urban decision-makers to build a shared vision to the future, the new urban agenda in pandemic. Thank you very much.